Hi, welcome back to the Weekly Unfold. I've just got in and I thought, as I am in the mood to be talking to camera, let's get to it. I haven't even taken my coat off. I was like, let me record. So, this week we are exploring or thinking about how small shifts can make big changes, celebrations, asking for help as per usual. And yeah, anyway, let's get into the Weekly Unfold. I finally bit the bullet and got myself a cleaner to help me with a particular part of my flat. Long story short, I have 2 desks in my flat. I don't need 2 desks, but I've had 2 desks for a while because I have. Don't ask questions. And I really just need to get rid of one of the desks. But because I have kind of let things accumulate on both desks, to be fair, and they just kind of have become my place to put stuff because the space is there. I just couldn't hack it. Like, in the end, I was like, Ramat, if you're going to do this, let's just do it. Let's hire an expert who is great at this stuff to get rid of this stuff. So I had a cleaner come in for a couple of hours and just help me go through all the stuff, clear out most of the stuff. We got rid of the desk. We actually started to like unscrew the desk. Because we thought we were like builders, we were unscrewing the desk, legs were falling off, and we were like, actually, we can just carry this ish out. So did that instead. And now I have space. I don't have 2 desks in my small little studio flat. Yay to hiring and asking for help when you need it. So that was my ask for this week, or last week rather. I somehow managed to get to an event almost an hour earlier than I was supposed to be there. And I was so sure that I was right. So when I got to the event, I said to them, "Oh, the table's booked for 7 under so and so's name," and they were like, "Oh, well, we've got it booked for 7:30. Yeah, there's definitely not a booking for 7." Cool. I was like, this whole idea of black people not turning up on time, black people's time, ma 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 ma. And I said to the guy, do you know what? Can I just order a pineapple juice? And in the meantime, I'm actually going to relook at the invitation because you never know, I might have been wrong. A few moments later, I was wrong. The invite actually said 7:45 because we were going to start at 8. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to detail, and it was just a massive failure for me because I ran to get there. I was thinking that I was running late, and it all came down to me not paying attention to detail. So it served as a great reminder to slow down because I've just been running, and just not pausing to actually look at the details. So yeah, that was a failure on my part. Whoopsie. 1, you don't need to agree with the masses. It's okay if you have a differing opinion. Now, I'm not going to get into like what the different opinion is that I had, but or this week, but it's different to everyone else it was different to everyone else in the room. So whilst everyone was like, yeah, I was like, really? Okay, no. But humbly and respectfully, no. And that's okay. Like, I'm entitled to that opinion and that thought process based on my experiences, based on my experience, etc., of the situation. So yeah, 1, you are absolutely allowed to disagree with the masses. It might feel a bit weird, especially if everyone's doing it, but it is what it is. Second one. The second reminder I've had this week actually is the importance of routine. Now, I've got a pretty busy period coming up, especially with work, and don't ask, I have 3 events in 3 different cities in the space of 7 days. Um, but what I have found this week is just building in routines and remembering that if I build in routines, then it becomes almost second nature to do certain things. And so when I'm at these, like when I'm traveling ultimately for the next couple of weeks or across February, I will know that it's my routine to do this particular thing over and over again, or it's my routine to, I don't know, get up in the morning and go for a walk or go on the treadmill because I'll be in a city that I don't really know like that, so I won't be walking around and get some steps in. It'll be my routine to, I don't know, do 50 squats whilst I'm brushing my teeth. That's my new thing these days. I'm like, let's go. Very proud of myself getting 50 squats in a day. So yeah, I'm building in routines so that I can continue to do things even when I'm out of the country. Alrighty, things I'm thankful for. I just finished seeing my dad, Daddy Tejani. He is fantastic. He's also like absolutely hilarious without knowing he's hilarious. I think it's where it's not even I think I know that's where I get my sarcasm from, and my wit, as some might call it, and my height. To be fair, I got my height from my dad. I got my hips from my mum, and my face card also from Mama Dearest. Um, my wit, sarcasm, and height. Definitely Daddy Tijani. But I'm just really thankful for the relationship that we have. He's um he's hilarious and he's just so great. And I've just come from seeing him, which is why I'm still in my coat and stuff. And I'm getting him into this idea of like doing selfies with me. I'm calling it like selfie Sunday or selfie Saturday, whichever day I'm going to see him on the weekend. And sometimes he's just not for it at all. Sometimes he is for it and he's down. So today he was down in parts. So I was disturbing him whilst he was making a soup, to be fair. But got a few selfies in with him, some with him looking at the camera, some with him completely disregarding the camera. So yeah, such is life. But when we were leaving, he was going like one way, I was going the other, and I was like, "Say bye to my camera," and he was like, "Okay, bye." I was like, "Oh, Daddy, Daddy Tijani." So yeah, super thankful for the relationship that I have with him. Um, what else am I thankful and grateful for? Do you know what? I this week have had to celebrate, not had to, making it sound like it's by force. I have celebrated birthdays of two different people. One who I've known for over 20 years, went to university, great guy, and he had a surprise for his 40th. That was really good. So it was around the corner from mine actually, so it wasn't too far for me to get to. But it was great. It was great spending that time and catching up with loads of old kind of like uni friends and catching up with different acquaintances there. Um, but I also this week, in the past week, celebrated the birthday of someone who I haven't known for as long, or we knew each other really well. Or I'm lying, we knew each other in passing, and then about 4-ish years ago, I think we got to know each other really well because we work in the same industry, in tech as Zuleika, and she's so that girl. She's got such a heart. So it was her birthday and celebrated that. And I was just reflecting. I was telling my dad about it, and I was reflecting on the fact that I've got some really good friends. Like, I'm really thankful for the friendships that I have and that I've nurtured from like ages ago, but also the more newer friendships. And even like at these different events, I met new people who are such a vibe that I'm so sure that I'm going to call friends in the future. So this is very long for this particular point, but anyway, feeling super grateful for friends and friendships, both the older ones and the newer ones, because it's beautiful to know that I can say that I have great friends. Um, Final thing, grateful and thankful for in the last week, customer service. Customer service. I've had fantastic customer service on two particular occasions, three particular occasions in the last week. I won't go into all of them, but I remember the names of three of them. So there was a girl called Emily, and I remember the name because I've got a really good friend called Emily. And she was fantastic in helping me sort out a parcel that someone came and delivered to my flat and left outside the main door. Didn't even enter the building. I was fuming. I was fuming. And I know it wasn't Emily's fault, but she was lovely on the phone and helped sort it out. And so they're sending it again, next day delivery, whilst they do an investigation, see what happened. Meh, that's not my problem. So here's to hoping that I'm actually home that day, whenever it comes, which should be tomorrow. I'm not going to be home. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But Emily, delightful. Next lady was to do with like my bank, and her name was Tamara, and she was so funny. We literally laughed the whole way through, and like they always record for like training purposes and whatnot. I was saying at the end of our conversation, I was like, you guys need to use Tamara as an example because she is a great customer service agent. So she was fantastic. And then the last one was a guy called Finn. He served us at a restaurant in the last week, and he was just really nice. Yeah, just really, really nice guy. So that's it. Customer service. Really, really thankful for great customer service. I appreciate it when people give good customer service. Random fact, I used to say it all the time, actually. I used to say like, oh, thanks, that's great customer service, just randomly to people. People would be like, Ramat, like, we're just talking, it's not a big deal. I'm like, oh, great customer service. Anyways, that. It's about to be week 6 of 52. For like my business, the Inspiration Box, February's theme is feel good. So I'm really trying to think about how I do that this next month. Now, for me personally, January has been non-stop. Like, I've gone into January, work in particular has just been like go. And as I mentioned, I've got 3 events in 3 different cities, 3 different countries in the space of 7 days. So as I think about the fact that January has been super busy and February is all supposed to be about feeling good and doing more of what feels good, I guess I want to be intentional about leaning into what makes me feel good. And I've done a pretty good job, I think, in Jan in carving out spaces. But how can I carve out more space for me to really do the things that I want to do? So this doesn't mean like I'm ignoring my responsibilities. It doesn't mean that I'm pretending that things aren't going on and that things aren't happening. No, like life is happening. I've still got ish to do. I've got bills to pay. So I need to get paid. But how can I make space for feeling good, whatever that looks like? So yeah, I'm hoping that I can look at how I can do different things that make me feel good whilst also doing the things that I've got to do because as I said, bills have got to be paid. So this week that's my focus. I'm going to figure out ways in which to do that. I've already started by booking myself a cheeky cinema trip, so that should be good. And yeah, saying no to dinner on Thursday, I think it is, because I'm already out 2 nights this week. I'm not trying to do it every night. So yeah, that's it. So that's the weekly unfold for this week. Yeah, stay out of trouble unless it's good trouble, in which case go wild, and I will see you next week. Deuces. All right, now I can go take my jacket off because it's actually this jacket, let me tell you, delightful. That's all. Okay, now I'm out, really. Stay out of trouble unless it's good trouble. Deuces.